Hey, guys, we got something to discuss. Long and McQuade. Hello. We got some stuff to discuss, guys.
This whole thing is it's pretty funny, man. I'm gonna have right here. There's gonna be the Dale's commentary about how Ibanez guitars very explicitly need a TS cable for them to work, and then here we're gonna show you guys that we got this TRS cable here, and I'm gonna show you that the guitar works perfectly fine with the cable, right? Because the issue was not that I was wrong. The issue is that unfortunately Dale cannot take lip from a guy with a lisp, as we're finding out here, right? It's very just a wild thing, man. Like, honestly. So, like, the big thing and the big problem with Dale and what he's saying, yeah, you're wrong, buddy. You're not just kind of wrong, like, you're super wrong. Like, you're so wrong. It's crazy, right? And, like, let it be, again, specific, like, very, very abundantly clear here. When you read, like, look at the comment of what he says, and he's saying that I'm conveniently leaving this whole thing out. So let's just go over it, right? Like, that's kind of the thing that's going on here, Right? Totally fine. Totally fine, guys. So just because a guy's got a cool mohawk or whatever, and he talks very confidently and he doesn't have a lisp, it doesn't mean that he's right. Like, take it from me, man. Like, the smartest people on the planet, you cannot understand a word they're saying. I'm pretty, easy to understand, I would say. Like, some of the best engineer people I know, like, you can't talk to them. Like, not only do they have either like a lisp or something, like their brain is so engulfed in math. Like, they're working, man. Like, let them do their thing, let them cook. Just to clarify and to reiterate, right? We tested both a Geo and the Art Core, so verified fact that these things work with the TRS cable, totally fine. Dale is wrong. All right, now I'm gonna pass it off to my bro. His name is Bernard, and he'll teach you a little something about electric circuits, specifically passive versus active. Right? So allow me to pass it off to Bernard. Yeah, I just got like a couple more explicit things to say to Long and McQuade and Dale. Remember, you told me to document it, Dale. So here we are, right? This is by your instruction. You told me to do this. So here it is.
Greetings, I am Bernard, your guide in this sonic endeavor. Today, we precisely dissect active versus passive pickups.
Two guitars can both say Ibanez RG on the headstock and still use fundamentally different electronic systems. That distinction matters here. The Ibanez RG 450 QMB is a conventional passive guitar. The Japanese RG50M Prestige uses active Fishman Fluence pickups powered by a battery. A cable rule that can matter to the active Prestige does not automatically explain a fault in the passive RG 450 QMB. A passive electric guitar does not need a battery to create its signal. The vibrating steel string changes the magnetic field around the pickup. That induces a small alternating voltage in the pickup coil. The signal then follows a basic loop: pickup hot wire, selector switch, volume and tone controls, output jack tip, instrument cable, amplifier input, and then back through the ground and shield path to the output jack sleeve. For the circuit to work correctly, both sides matter. The hot path carries the musical signal. The sleeve and ground path provide the electrical return and shielding reference. The RG450 QMB fits that passive design. Ibanez lists 3 quantum pickups: a passive ceramic humbucker at the neck, a passive Alnico single coil in the middle, and a passive ceramic humbucker at the bridge. It uses a 5-way selector, standard volume and tone controls, and what Ibanez calls a mono-unit output jack. There is no active preamp. There is no battery-powered pickup system. There is no Fishman voicing circuit. Its upgraded appeal is in the guitar itself, the quilted maple top, Maranthe body, Wizard 3 neck, locking tremolo system, and the feel of the instrument. The electronics are still passive. A TS plug has 2 electrical sections, tip and sleeve. TRS plug has 3, tip, ring, and sleeve. On a normal passive mono guitar, the signal still uses tip for hot and sleeve for ground. The extra ring on a TRS cable does not automatically erase the sleeve connection. It does not magically remove the guitar's ground. Depending on the exact jack and the device at the other end, the ring may simply be unused. That is why a passive Ibanez can work through a TRS cable. In this case, multiple passive Ibanez guitars work through the same cable, and this exact RG450QMB had also worked through it before the fault appeared. A damaged or intermittent ground path produces a very different diagnosis. The guitar may still pass a weak signal because part of the circuit remains connected. At the same time, the missing or unstable ground and shield reference can produce severe hum, interference, crackling, or almost no usable output. Movement can change the symptom if the problem is a loose jack contact, damaged wire, failing solder joint, or unstable shielding connection. The important timeline is simple. The guitar worked through the setup, then it stopped working correctly. The fault followed the guitar, and the repair process later confirmed a grounding issue. Now compare that with the RG5120M Prestige. This is a made-in-Japan Prestige model with 2 Fishman Fluence modern ceramic humbuckers. Ibanez explicitly identifies those pickups as active. The guitar also includes a Fishman Fluence voicing switch, allowing the powered pickup system to change between different voices. Fishman specifies that Fluence modern pickups require a 9-volt battery or a compatible rechargeable battery pack. That means the RG5120M contains a powered electronic circuit. It is not simply a passive pickup loop with nicer parts. Active guitars commonly use a stereo-style output jack as an electrical switch for the battery. The audio remains mono, but inside the guitar, the jack's ring contact can be used for the battery's negative connection. When a normal TS plug is inserted, the plug's long sleeve bridges the ring contact to sleeve ground. That completes the battery circuit and turns the active electronics on. A TRS plug keeps ring and sleeve electrically separate. In a battery switch design, that can leave the active circuit unpowered or operating incorrectly. This is where a TS requirement makes technical sense. A powered active circuit using the output jack as its on and off switch. Here's the entire comparison. The RG450QMB creates its signal passively. It has passive quantum pickups, no battery, and a mono output path. The RG5120M Prestige uses powered Fishman Fluence pickups, a battery, and an active voicing circuit. The Prestige model provides the relevant example of why a TS plug may be required to activate a battery-switched output circuit. The RG450QMB does not share that active system. Applying the Prestige explanation to the RG450QMB confuses 2 different circuit architectures. Model specifications do. The RG5120M Prestige is a powered active guitar. The RG450QMB is a passive guitar with attractive wood, a fast neck, a locking tremolo, and conventional passive quantum electronics. A cable explanation taken from the active model does not erase a confirmed fault in the passive model. The RG450QMB worked before. Other passive Ibanez guitars worked with the same cable. Then this guitar developed weak output and severe noise. The guitar was not confused. The circuit was broken. The RG450QMB and RG5120M may both be Ibanez RG guitars, but their electronics are fundamentally different. The RG450QMB uses passive quantum pickups, no battery, and a mono output circuit. The RG5120M Prestige uses active Fishman Fluence pickups, battery power, and a voicing switch. In an active guitar, a TS plug can complete the battery switching circuit through the output jack. That active system explanation does not apply to the passive RG450QMB.